Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tomorrow Needs You. Uh, this morning we are here with Tara. How you doing this morning?
Doing
Doing
great.
great.
Awesome.
Got my morning coffee and I'm ready to go.
Yes, I just finished my morning coffee, and like I said
Mm.
before we started the hit the record button, I'm in Middle Tennessee and I'm in the middle of a ice storm right now, so I should have
Yeah,
a
it's
fun weekend.
66 degrees here.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous.
Yeah,
So
I don't
I
miss
don't
the
miss the
snow.
snow.
no, so I'm from Michigan, and I moved to Tennessee 12, 13 years ago. And I don't miss this crap at all, and, I think we get to storm probably once every 4 or 5 years here, and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unlike Michigan, like, this little bit of snow or ice will shut down the entire state for a week.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
when
we
we
had
had,
like
like,
the
the
dusting,
dusting,
which
which
was
was
last
last
year,
year,
they were
they were
off
all
school for
school
like
for,
a
like, a
week,
week,
the
the
kids.
kids,
Yeah.
Yeah, different
different
area,
area,
different
different
rules.
rules.
So if I remember correctly, I found you on TikTok?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. I always whenever I see somebody interesting, I always try to reach out to them and ask if they wanna jump on and tell their story. So, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
So, growing up, where'd you go to high school? Where'd you grow up at?
So
So
I
I
grew
grew
up
up
in
in
Barnwell,
Barnwell,
Maryland,
Maryland.
and I don't
I
know
don't
if
know
I'm
if I'm
comfortable
comfortable
telling you
telling you,
like all
like, all
my
my
personal
personal
details.
details.
Yeah, that's
I'm
I'm
fine.
sorry.
sorry.
No, you're good. You don't have to.
It's
It's
just
Uh,
for
just
like
for, like,
security
security
reasons.
reasons.
yeah, awesome. So,
But
you
I'll
just
tell
I'll
you
tell
that
you
was
that was
from
from
Laurel,
Laurel,
Maryland.
Maryland.
yeah, that's fine. What, uh, made you wanna join the service and, you know, all the other branches, why you chose the one that you chose?
So I
So I
chose the
chose the
Marine
Marine
Corps
Corps
because
because
I've
I've
always
always
liked
liked
challenges,
challenges,
and I
and I
felt
felt
like
like
the
the
Marines were
Marines
the
were the
best,
best,
the
the
most
most
confident,
confident, and
the
the
most
most
headstrong,
headstrong,
and I
and I
definitely
definitely
carried
carried
those
those
traits
traits
as
as
a
a
teenager.
teenager.
A
A
rebellious
rebellious
heart.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What year did you, join the Marine Corps?
So
So
I
I
joined in
joined in
2006.
2006.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the war was already raging on and you still wanted to be a Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually I joined the Navy. Um,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
it came down between the for me, it came down between I talked to all 4 of them. All 4 of the, recruiters were,
Mhm.
actually, what, technically 5, but, I don't count the Coast Guard. They're not really a department of the defense. But, I talked to all 4 of them, and, Army and Air Force were quickly, "Nah, they're drab-ass uniforms."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, the Marine
Marines
Marines
have the
have the
nicest
nicest
uniforms.
uniforms,
Yeah,
At
at
least I
least I
think
think
so.
so.
yeah, they're by far probably the best. I
Mhm.
love Navy's uniforms, they're iconic, they go back 250 years, also like the Marine Corps, but, I don't know. If I was gonna give, X amount of years of my life up, I wanted to see as much of the world as I could. That's basically why I picked the Navy, and it kinda worked out because by the time I was 20 years old, I had sailed 4 continents.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was tough it was a tough few years, but, it was well worth it. So, which boot camp did you go to?
So I
So I
went
went
to
to
Air
Air
Assignment,
Assignment,
4th
4th
Battalion.
Battalion.
Once
Once
was
was
4th
4th
Battalion,
Battalion,
but
but
it's
it's
been
been
decommissioned
decommissioned
now,
now,
now
now
that
that
they've
they've
integrated the
integrated the
recruits
recruits
together.
together.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
from what
from
I
what I
know,
know,
I think all the
all the
females
females
still
still
all go
all
to
go to
Paris
Paris
Island.
Island.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, when I went in, there was 3 Navy boot camps, Great Lakes, Orlando, and San Diego, and I think all the females back then went to San Diego, if I remember correctly, but now there's only 1, Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Great Lakes is in, like, Northern Illinois, and my dumbass joined in January, and it was horrible.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
was
was
told to
told to
do
do
boot
boot
camp
camp
around the
around the
colder
colder
months
months
because
because
the
the
Beaufort
Beaufort
heat
heat
is
is
just
just
dreadful
dreadful
hot,
hot,
sand
sand
fleas.
fleas.
Yeah.
VTing and the heat is just hard.
Yeah, so it was so cold that, for a stretch there that, they wouldn't even let us go to chow. They brought food to the barracks for us. That's how cold it would get up there in Great Lakes.
That's
That's
cold.
cool.
But on the plus side, the day that I was supposed to go to the gas chamber, it was so cold we
Mhm.
weren't allowed outside the barracks, so I got to miss the gas chamber.
Hey,
Hey,
lucky
lucky
you.
you.
Yeah,
That
so
That
was
was
a
a
rough
rough
time for
time for
me
me
going
going
through the
through the
gas.
gas.
yeah.
I
I
just
just
didn't
didn't
expect the
expect the
feeling
feeling
of
of
the
the
gas,
gas,
the
the
reaction
reaction
that
that
everybody
everybody
has.
has.
It's
It's
definitely
definitely
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, so I got lucky. I got to
Mhm.
miss out on that on the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, after you, what was your MLS?
So
So
I
I
started
started
out
out
as an
as an
administration
administration
clerk,
clerk,
and
and
then
then
I
I
volunteered to
volunteered
be
to
an
be an
MP,
MP,
which is
which is
where
where
I
I
was
was
able
able
to
to
deploy,
deploy.
and
And
I
I
did
did
the
the
Line F
line up
program,
program
where
where
it's
it's
integrating
integrating
females
females
into,
into
like,
like
infantry,
infantry
artillery
artillery
units
units
to
to
search
search
female
female
detainees.
detainees.
Yeah.
And then
So I
so
had
I
a
had a
pretty
pretty
interesting
interesting
short
short
career
career
in the
in the
Marines,
Marines,
not the
not the
normal
normal
experience.
experience.
Where did you, deploy to?
So I
So I
went
went
to
to
Ramadi,
Ramadi,
Iraq,
Iraq,
but I
but I
also
also
did a
did a
bunch
bunch
of
of
destinations
destinations
throughout
throughout
different
different
outposts
outposts
Yeah.
throughout
throughout
Iraq.
Iraq.
What year were you in Ramadi?
So I
So I
was
was
there
there
from
from
2008
2008
to
to
2009.
2009.
Yes, I have a good friend that he was a Marine, and, he went to Ramadi, and he, earned his Purple Heart there.
Mm.
From what he says, it was Ramadi was a pretty brutal town. Was it still pretty
Yeah,
bad
Yeah,
for you?
there was
there was
still
still
some,
some,
action
action
going
going
on
on
during that
during that
time,
time.
but
But
when you're
when you're
out
out
there,
there,
you
you
just
just
don't
don't
really
really
think
think
about
about
it
it.
Yeah.
when,
When
you're getting
getting
RPGs
RPGs
bombing
bombing
on
on
you,
you, and
Yeah, that's gotta be a rough way to live.
yeah,
yeah,
you
you
just
just
I don't
I
know,
don't
it's a
know. It's a
different
different
experience when
experience
you're
when
over
you're over
there. You
there. You
just
just
kinda
kind of
forget
forget
about
about
things.
things.
Yeah. What did you do to cope being away from, home when you were over there?
I
I
did a
did a
lot
lot
of
of
reading,
reading,
just
just
dumb
dumb
games
games
that we
that
would
we
come
would
up
come up
with
with
and
and
play to
play to
keep us
keep us
entertained.
entertained.
Yeah.
A lot
A
of
lot of
gambling,
gambling.
just
Just
you'd be
you'd be
surprised
surprised
at
the
the things
things
Marines
Marines
can
can
come up
come up
with
with
when they're
when they're
bored.
bored.
I forgot to put my phone on silent, and ironically, the VA department's calling me right now.
Right.
Right.
One of my many doctor's appointments. But,
I
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
yeah, so
The
The
older you
older you
get,
get,
the
the
more
more
appointments.
appointments.
yeah. Um, yeah, for real. So I mean, off subject here, I just started going to see a, therapist through the VA because they're trying to I felt myself slide a little bit when, I got the cancer diagnosis, so they're helping
Mhm.
me out some there.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, my doctor at the VA asked me if I wanted to transfer my urologist over to the VA, but this I was like, "No, I'm not like, I'm fresh into this cancer thing, I don't wanna." I have good insurance, private insurance, so I'm like,
Right.
I'm gonna stay there," but, once I got my cancer diagnosis and I'll start going through the process of cancer
Mhm.
treatment and stuff, the, like, the bills were piling up, man, even with insurance.
Oh, yeah.
You can't afford to get sick in this country, man.
No.
No.
So I, started using the VA a little bit, so, they've been super helpful. A lot of people complain about the VA, but, they've helped me
Mhm.
out tremendously in the last year or
Well,
so.
they
Well, they
have
have
community
community
care
care
options
options
too,
too,
so you
so
Yeah.
know
you know
that.
that.
You can
You can
request
request
community
community
care.
care.
So, I requested that, and my doctor put me in for community care, but I have to reach back out because I haven't heard anything yet on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
definitely
follow
follow
up.
up.
Yeah, so I would love to I'm just more comfortable staying with the guy that, uh,
Mhm.
pulled my organs out.
Oh,
Yeah, so I don't know, I had a great experience with him even though, I don't know, but,
Always
always
get
get
second
second
opinions
opinions
though,
though,
yes, that is
just in
true,
case.
and, I did not do that. I just went ahead and scared the hell out of me. I said, "Just pull it out. Let's go."
Well,
Well,
I'm
I'm
rooting
rooting
for you,
for you,
and I
and I
love your
love your
positive
positive
attitude.
attitude.
I
I
think
think
that's
that's
gonna
gonna
keep you
keep you
mentally
mentally
strong
strong
Yes.
and face your
face your
feelings.
feelings.
Yeah. I don't know if you're, religious or anything, but, I was so scared that, I basically handed over all the hard stuff to God. I put it in his
Mhm.
hands, and, it worked out well, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, I don't know. Religion is a weird thing. I feel like I'm more, like, spiritual than I am religious because I think religion, you put man involved in it, and man will screw it up every single time.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I
No,
was
No,
I'm a
I'm a
Christian, and
Christian.
Yeah.
I'm a
I'm a
follower
follower
of
of
Jesus,
Jesus,
so
so
Yeah, 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 definitely.
I
I
I got my
I
I
cross
understand.
behind
understand.
me. I
Yeah.
love
Here, I
Here, I
have
have
this
this
one
one
right
right
here.
here.
Be
Be
anxious
anxious
for
for
nothing,
nothing,
yes.
but in
but in
everything
everything
by
by
prayer
prayer,
and supplication with
supplication with
thanksgiving,
thanksgiving,
let your
let your
requests be
requests be
known to
known to
God,
God,
and
and
the
the
peace of
peace of
God,
God,
which
which
surpasses
surpasses
all
all
understanding,
understanding,
would
which
guard your
guard your
hearts
hearts
and
and
minds
minds
through
through
Christ
Christ
Jesus.
Jesus.
Philippians
Philippians
4
4
6.
6.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. So I think what helped me was, I was born and raised Catholic, and I went through all the, sacraments. I've done it all, but with the Catholic Church kind of like, I don't know. So I switched over to Baptist, and I'm much happier being a Baptist than I'm Catholic. I don't know if it
Mhm.
matters, but yeah, I'm very much so.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
more
I'm
of a,
more of
like,
a, like,
denomination.
denominational.
Yeah, that's kinda where I was at, and then I found this
Mhm.
Baptist church, I really enjoy it, and, but I just feel like at the Catholic Church, I feel like the Catholic Church could end world hunger in a weekend, with all the money that they have,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
It's
it's
just to
just to
me
me
very
very
ritualistic,
ritualistic,
you
you
yeah,
know,
know,
yeah, so
but I
but
won't
I
back
won't back
religion,
religion, so
just
just
no.
not for
not for
me.
me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I woke up from surgery, everything was blurry, like, I couldn't focus on anything. The first thing I
Mhm.
focused on was out in the I was my surgery was at St. Thomas, so I'm assuming it was like a religious, I don't know, hospital, but, when I woke up, the first thing I focused on was a cross that was on the wall, and I was like, "Oh, no, I'm in good hands." It was like my
Yeah,
anxiety was here that came down.
Yeah,
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 definitely.
definitely.
I kind
I
of have a
kinda have a
similar
similar
experience.
experience.
yeah, what was that?
So I
So
had
I had
really, really
really
bad
bad
panic
panic
attacks and
attacks and
anxiety
anxiety
when I
when
got
I
out
got
of
out of
surgery.
surgery.
I mean, I
I mean, I
couldn't leave
couldn't
the
leave the
house. I
house.
was
I was
housebound.
housebound,
Yes.
And I
and I
just
just
woke up
woke
one
up
day. I
one
was
day,
like,
I was like,
God,
"God, I
like,
pray
I
I
can't
can't
live like
live like
this.
this.
I'm
I'm
suffering.
suffering."
So
So
I
I
finally
finally,
like
like,
read the
read the
Bible and
Bible,
I
and I
started
started,
like
like,
really
really
following
following
God.
God,
And I
and I
realized
realized
that this
that
was
this
my
was my
way
way
out.
out.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes
It
me
makes me
emotional
emotional
thinking
thinking
about
about
it.
it.
Yeah, I definitely been so yeah, I've my mom passed away from cancer 30 years ago,
Mhm.
and that's kinda why I was in a dark spot after she passed away. She was only 52 years old when she passed away, and I was in a very,
Mhm.
very dark spot. My wife and I had 2 young girls at the time, and, I felt like my life I was living in the bottom of a well, and all I could see was a little bit of light at the top, and,
Mhm.
every time I try to climb myself out of this darkness, I would fall back in, and for 5 years, I was in and out of the doctor's office, headaches, chronic headaches, like, for a solid I still deal with
Mhm.
headaches right now, but the depression, shingles on my face, pneumonia. It was I was so depressed that my immune system was way down, and so
Mhm.
everything would just kick my ass, and I dealt with this for 5 years, and then finally my doctor I just spoke about this on the last podcast. My doctor finally said, "Richard, you're, like, way too young for this, like, what the hell's really going on?" And I told him,
Mhm.
"My mom passed away 5 years ago, and I can't kick it." And this whole entire 5 years, I cursed God. I was so mad,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and I feel like I'm kind of ashamed of it now, but, I cursed him real bad because, like, my mom was the most loving person in the world. How could any loving God take such a beautiful person, you know? But
Mhm.
my doctor said, and I was such bad shape, my doctor said, finally, he was like, "Would you think your mom would like the way you're living right now?" And I was like, "Absolutely not, she'd be beside herself." And,
Mhm.
he said, "You gotta start living your life the way your mom would want you to live." And those words literally changed my life. and I went home that day, and mind you, I had shingles on my face, the medication was not touching it, and the doctor
Mhm.
was afraid that I was about to lose my eye because he said, "If the shingles got any closer to your eye, you're gonna lose your eye, your right eye." That day, I went home and, I went to bed early, and I knelt at my bed, and I prayed to God, and I apologized to him for cursing him for 5 years and being a spoiled brat, and I thanked him for giving me my mom for 30 years. A lot of people don't have a mother for 30 years, and,
Right.
I turned my life around. You know, that when I was laying in bed, my mom came out of, like, this portal and sat next to me and rubbed my face and said, "Richie, stop worrying about me. I love where I'm at. It's beautiful here. I love it." And she rubbed my face until I fell asleep, and mind you, I hadn't slept in 5 years. I
Mhm.
woke up the next morning, and I ran downstairs and told my wife, I'm like, "You're not gonna believe this to me." But my mom came to me last night, and she told me that she loves it where she's at. Like, heaven is beautiful, it's glorious, like, she absolutely loved it. My
Mhm.
wife goes, "Go look in the mirror." Ran to the mirror and I looked, and my shingles were completely gone.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the honest to God story. I don't I feel I just started telling this story after 30 years because,
Mhm.
I felt like nobody's gonna believe me, but, like, that's the honest to God truth that absolutely happened, and, that day saved my the day that my doctor told me that saved my life because I was in, like, this super dark spot,
Mhm.
closest to suicidal I've ever been in my life, so now when I got my cancer call I felt myself slipping, and that's why I went to the VA. I was like, "Whoa, I can't let that happen
Right.
again." So, yes, God is awesome, and, yeah, I could go on and on and on, but this is your show, not mine.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
I went on a little tangent there, sorry about that.
No, you're
So, did speaking of God, did he help you while you were in Ramadi? Or did you have God in your life back then?
So
so
my
my
mom
mom
would
would
always
always
send
send
me
me
care
care
packages,
packages,
like
like
little
little
Bibles
Bibles
with
with
scripture,
scripture,
just
just
kind
kind
of
of
little
little
Big
Big
Macs,
Macs,
and I
and
would
I'll
put
put
them
them
around my
around my
room.
room.
I would
I would
put
put
scripture,
scripture,
crosses,
crosses,
everything.
everything.
And I
And I
think,
think,
when
when
you're
you're
in
in
that
that
kind of
kind of
situation,
situation,
that's
that's
really
really
all you
all you
have to
have to
lean
lean
on.
on.
Yeah.
You
You
don't
don't
know
know
what's
what's
gonna
gonna
happen
happen
over
over
there.
there.
Yes, and, I think sometimes, like, when you're in a situation like that, it's probably kinda easy to lose sight of God because, like, you're looking at all this death and destruction out your front door, and you're like, "Man, how could there be a God with all this going on?" But, yeah, I think it's important to have God on your side, especially not just in a situation like that, but just in general, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yes. So, how long did you serve the Marine Corps?
So
So
I
I
did
did
4
4
years
years
active
active
and then
and then
4
4
reserve.
reserve.
Were you in active reserves?
No,
No,
Okay.
they
they
never
never
called me
called me
back,
back,
thank
thank
goodness.
goodness.
Yeah. So my term was, I was a 3 by 6. I did 3 years active duty and then 3 years active reserves, but I hated the
Okay,
reserves with a passion. It was so dumb.
that's what
That's
I
what I
hear.
hear.
You show up once a week and you just sit there, you're like, "Okay, what do we do now?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
pointless.
pointless.
Yeah, I hated it. I love my active duty time, man, like sailing across the world, it was awesome. I served with a
Right.
lot of great, Marines too, but I don't know if they still do it, but, our security for I was on an aircraft carrier, so our security force was, 80 Marines. Their job was to protect the skipper and the nuclear reactors.
Mm.
They didn't mess around either, man, like, they'll point like, if you open up the door to there's a big sign on the door, and it was right by the chow hall too, said and there was, Marines on the other side, and it literally said, "If you open this door, you'll be met with deadly force," and the Marines did not play around. They don't care
Yeah.
whose side you're on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
train
train
you
you
Yeah,
to be
to
a
be a
certain
certain
way.
way.
yeah. So, like, during boot camp, when the
Mm.
Marines fight each other with those big ass
Pupil
Pupil
stirs.
stirs.
yeah, did you have to fight men too, or was it just women on women and men on men?
So
So
during my
during my
time,
time,
it was
it was
just
just
women,
women,
but
but
they would
they would
size
size
us
your
by body
body
weight
weight
and then
and then
height.
height.
So
So
that's how
that's
we
how
would
we would
do it.
do it.
Yeah, that's right, you said there's only women. I've seen, TikTok videos where, like, some dude's just, like, wailing on some chick, and I'm like, "Damn, bro, calm
They
They
down."
might
might
allow
allow
it
it
if
if
they're the
they're the
same
same
body
body
weight.
weight.
I
I
don't
don't
see the
see the
problem in
problem in
that,
that,
but
but depends.
It's rough. Yeah, the Marines are you guys are intense, man.
Yeah.
Even after, like, whenever I'm out, like, somewhere in
Mhm.
public, I'll be with my wife, and, I'll be like, "That dude is 100% a Marine. I'll bet you $500."
Yeah, you can kinda spot them out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. A
A
little
little
bit
bit
different
different
for
for
female.
female.
Are you guys more calm?
Well, you
Well, you
can't really
can't really
spot us
spot us
out in
out in
public.
public.
You don't ooze the Marine like the males do?
Right. But
But
once they
once they
start
start
talking,
talking,
Oh,
my
yeah.
my
husband
husband
always
always
says,
says,
you know how
"You
you
know how you
can
can
tell
tell
that
that
someone's a
someone's a
Marine?
Marine?
It's the
That's the
first
first
thing they
thing they
bring
bring
up
up
in
in
conversation."
conversation."
That is so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
just
just
have to
have to
let you
let you
know.
know.
I
I
always
always
say
say
it's a
it's a
giant
giant
brotherhood
brotherhood
called
called
and
and
sisterhood.
sisterhood.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, yep, yeah, yeah. Even if you didn't, serve together, like, if you just say you're a Marine, man, like,
Mhm.
it's like a some kinda gravitational pull.
Yep.
Yep,
We
we
just
just
become
become
best
best
friends.
friends.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
I do love that. That's one thing I wish, like, all branches had. I wish they would do that, but that's the one thing I regret about not picking the Marine Corps for.
The
the
camaraderie.
camaraderie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
you
you
definitely
definitely
make
make
some of
some of
your
your
best
best
friends
friends
there.
there.
yeah,
I
I
still
still
talk
talk
to
to
a
a
lot of
lot of
my
my
friends
friends
from
from
boot
boot
camp.
camp.
It's
It's
like we
like we
never
never
left
left
off.
off.
We
We
haven't
haven't
spoken
spoken
in
in
5
5
years,
years,
and
and
it's
it's
like
like
when we
when we
hang
hang
out,
out,
it's
it's
like we
like we
never
never
forgot.
forgot. Mhm.
yeah. So, me and my guys, my shipmates, we get together annually. We'll pick a spot, and, we'll just all fly in and, get together once a year.
I
I
love
love
that.
that.
Yeah.
I
I
wish we
wish we
could
could
do
do
more
more
of
of
that.
that.
I think the older that you get, the easier it gets because all our kids are grown now, you know? We're all
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to turn 60 in 1 week, so it's gets a little easier to get out.
Right.
Right.
There's no way I could have done that when my kids were younger, but,
Right.
Right.
speaking of when my mom passed away, I lived in Detroit, Michigan at the time, and, she passed away on January 14th, 1997. It was the worst snow blizzard in centuries, like, we just got hammered, and,
Mhm.
I called my one shipmate up, his name's Taco. Taco's a, Chicago police officer. Uh, I called him up that night and I said, "Hey, man," like, he knew in my voice something was wrong, so I said, "Yeah, my mom just passed away," and he knew how close my mom and I were, so we talked for a little bit. Uh, I hung up the phone. 2 days later, I was at the, standing up by the casket, for visitation, and it was still snowing, like, it was entire state of Michigan, all the way through the
Mhm.
Midwest just got hammered, and, I'm standing up there, and my wife nudges me, and she goes, "Hey, Taco and his wife just walked in." I'm like, "What?" I turn around and I look. Him and his wife and his brand new baby walked through the door, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And he goes, "Well, you called me."
Aw, that's a
So,
That's a
good
good
friend.
friend.
yeah, yeah, so that's what I do love that about, the veteran community, man. I think they're always
Mhm.
I mean, it's just different for veterans than it is for, civilians. I know it's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah. So, where do your friends live? Are they all scattered across the, country?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
I have
I
a
have a
few
few
friends
friends
that
that
actually
actually
live
live
in
in
Louisiana
Louisiana
who
who
I
I
connect
connect
with
with
regularly.
regularly,
Um, pretty
pretty
much
much
all
all
over
over
the
the
United
United
States,
States,
honestly.
honestly.
Yeah.
I have
I
a
have a
different
different
friend in
friend in
each
each
state.
state.
You're, so let's talk about your transition out of the Marine Corps. Like, you go from
Sure.
Ramadi, just like, your hair's on fire and just like the stress level, and then one day you
Mhm.
walk out the gate and there's nothing, like, how did you deal with that?
So
So
I
I
did
did
one
one
more
more
year
year
when I
when I
got
got
back
back
in
in
Quantico. I
Quantico,
did a
did a
special
special
billet.
billet.
Um, so
So
after
after
I
I
got
got
out,
out,
I
I
just
just
I
I
real
real
quick
quick
got the
got the
job,
job,
got
got
right
right
into
into
working,
working,
and then
and
I
then I
signed
signed
up
up
to
to
go to
go to
school.
school,
And it
and it
didn't
didn't
really
really
hit
hit
me
me
until
until
about
about 4 months out where I realized I'm out. I'm on my own now. I have to adjust, assimilate, you know, to being in school, just, new experiences. And I experienced my first panic attack, and I had no idea what was going on with me. So it just became really hard and stressful for about a couple years before I got out of my dark spot,
Yeah.
our dark place.
Did you, I don't know if you wanna answer this, but, did you seek out help with the did you ever talk to a therapist or anything?
I didn't until real recently, honestly. I actually kind of started going to church, surround myself around different people, and just, use that as my healing. But once I started doing that and just really like self-reflect on what I really want, I started to get better mentally.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I have my good and bad days. But
Yeah, I've always been the type of person, like, even, like, when I transitioned out into the civilian life, I bottle things up and don't talk about it and, just kinda stuff it away, compartmentalize, and
right,
I found that that's not the healthiest way to deal with things.
not at all.
Definitely bottle up like, like, it's a volcano. Once it starts building up, and next thing you know, it just explodes on you, and
Mhm.
so I feel and I'm very open, I talk about my problems, so now but, like, I tell people I work with, "Yeah, I'm seeing a therapist, and they got me on medication." Oh, but and so I think people think it's, like, TMI, dude, like, I don't even know that, but for me, it helps. If I
Mhm.
talk about it, it helps me out. Like, I don't feel like now I know that talk about it so I
Mhm.
don't feel crazy.
Yes.
The shit will get you, so I even tell people, like, part of my, again, TMI, part of my effects of having cancer my cancer was on my prostate, so I had my prostate removed,
Mhm.
and so now I lost for a while there, I lost function of, urinating, so
Mhm.
I would just randomly just pee on myself, and it's really hard to take for a 59-year-old man, 'cause I feel like I'm
Right.
still pretty young, like, I'm just
Yeah.
randomly peeing on myself, and so I'll be at work, I'm like, "Oh, shit, I just pissed on myself again," and people are like, "God damn, bro."
Yeah.
But I feel like if I say something, I bring it up,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
I don't want people talking behind my back like, "Oh, shit, man, Fleek just look at his pants."
Yeah.
So if I bring it up and I make fun of myself, I feel, I don't know, get it up.
Yeah, I'm surprised more people are more understanding than you would think.
Yeah,
So, I understand.
yeah. Uh 59 years old, and next thing I know, I'm wearing a frickin' diaper, so I talk about that a
Yeah.
lot too, like, it's uncomfortable, but I'm happy to report, like, I went to pelvic floor physiotherapy, and that's helped me out tremendously, and I'm probably, like, 99% continent again.
Oh, that's
Thank
awesome.
the good Lord for that one, man. So, also thank the good Lord, my 2nd granddaughter is on the way, so I'm very,
Exciting.
yes, I have 1 granddaughter, she lives in Michigan, so she's about 10 hours away, but, I think that's another reason why I wanted to see a therapist because when I started having kids and my mom first had granddaughters, that's when she got cancer, so this whole, like, circle of life came around and I was, like, crushed.
Yeah.
But she unfortunately didn't get to enjoy her grandkids. I'm hopefully that I can beat this and I will be able to hang out with my grandkids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, grandkids are definitely a gift from God. It's completely different from having children.
Yeah.
And people used to tell me that, and I was like, I don't know, but till you have a grandchild, man, it's life changing."
Yeah. I still have little kids.
Yeah, yeah, so
6 and 3.
6 and 3.
So,
I remember
yeah,
those
we're
days.
still on the baby.
I'll just get you, prepped. Another transition in life that's hard to take is having kids, even, like, as they're adults, and then when they leave, next thing you know, you have an empty house. That was very
Mhm.
hard to deal with also.
Yeah. Right
Right
now,
now,
it
it
sounds
sounds
amazing.
amazing.
I used to say that too, man, but then when they're gone, you're like, "Damn."
Yeah.
And 6 and 3, it'll be a blink of an eye. It'll feel like next weekend that they're gone
Yeah.
and graduating and they're just gone. It's life just goes by so fast. You have to I know you say it sounds amazing, but step back and just enjoy the time that you're in at that
Right.
moment.
And that's what I try and do. We're very busy with them, you know, do family vacations, activities.
Yes.
You just get burnt out sometimes. You're just like, "All right, need a break."
Yeah. So if one of your kids, I don't know if they're boys or girls, but if one of your kids decided to join the Marine Corps, what would you think? Would you support that or would you talk them out of it? Or
I did not want her to now, but now that I see her, how she's growing up, that kid is gonna be like the next Navy SEAL. She is an amazing swimmer. She could dive like 10 feet at age 3. Like she's going somewhere. Something with swimming.
yeah.
Like
So she's
I'm impressed.
fearless around the water.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
We also live by the water too, so
Yeah.
that probably has a part.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's tough too. She's headstrong, and her dad, he is also he's an infantry,
Oh, nice.
so he's very headstrong. Um, so yeah, she's got some pretty tough parents.
Uh, are you married to her father?
So we are getting married. We're engaged, but yeah,
Is he a Marine or was he in the Army?
he was in the army.
Right.
Mhm.
This is perfect.
I know. I can't believe I crossed over
So, do you guys talk a lot of shit to each other?
all the time. It's always I'm the best. You're the worst.
Yes, I love that.
And he's like, "What's wrong with being Marines? Why do you guys so particular?"
What
I'm
about
like,
did you ever watch the Army Navy game together?
"Not really, but we do bet a lot."
Yeah. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, we should. We even said we need to do more games because he likes baseball a lot. So we definitely need to, go out to a game.
Yeah. So again, without getting your personal, like if there was a baseball stadium around you, what would be the closest one, like professional?
So I live in Florida.
Yeah, I think there's what, there's
3?
3 teams in Florida? Yep,
Yeah.
Miami, Tampa, and what the hell's the other one?
We're on the Panhandle.
You're up in the Panhandle, so probably
So we're like far away from everything.
far from everything.
Yeah. But pretty close to Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, which is weird. It's closer for me to drive to Louisiana than it is to drive to Orlando.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you far from, like, Pensacola?
That's where we live.
You're in Pensacola? So do you see
Yeah,
them?
so our town, we're in between Destin and Pensacola. It's like a little town. It's a little secret, Navarre Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're known for the largest fishing pier on the Gulf Coast. That's about it.
One of my goals this year is to send,
Mhm.
a veteran deep sea fishing, so is that a good place to go to?
Yes. My husband is and I, we both love fishing.
Yeah.
So we try and do that a lot.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Mhm.
Whenever I go to Florida, I try to get out on a charter.
Yeah, come on. Shut up, Simon.
Heck
He
yeah.
won first place in one of the fishing competitions here. Yeah. Catching the largest bonita.
Nice. You
Even
guys
though
had
I consider that a junk fish.
well, he was in the Army, so that
Mhm.
explains a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we have speeding competitions together, and I always win.
I think it'd be tough to be married to a Marine wife.
Oh, I know. He knows,
Yeah, so do you guys
but I wouldn't have it any other way.
right. Do you guys have a boat or you just, charter or
So we just have friends that we connect with. My brother-in-law, he used to have a thing called the boat club pass for the year, but that expired, so just kind of go out with friends or
Yeah,
charters.
yeah. That's the best way to do it because boats get expensive.
They're way too expensive. And then you gotta dock it somewhere, pay for all that, the trailer.
Yeah.
We have kayaks, and honestly, kayak fishing, that's a really good workout, and you don't have to waste money on gas.
Yeah. Are your kayaks set up for fishing?
Sorry?
The kayaks set up for fishing?
Oh, yeah, they're fishing kayaks.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's a Hobie.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. That'd be a blast.
it
It
is.
is.
See, now I wish I lived down there.
There's actually a veteran group around here. They all go out. They all decide to plan when they go out, and it's, really fun and good way to connect. And it's the ocean. I feel like being around the ocean, it just creates this calm energy, especially for people with mental illness, or issues they're suffering with. It's really calming to live around the beach.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was born and raised in Detroit, and I absolutely love Michigan. Some of the best fishing I ever done was in Michigan. But,
Mhm.
October rolls around and this gray overcast cloud, uh, goes over the Midwest, and it just hangs there until, like, April. So, like a better part of the, year, you're gray covered, and when you can't see the sun, it really wears on you. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be. I need the sunshine, or I'll get really depressed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It gets rough. And then when it's even when like, I love the snow, but it has to be sunny out, like, what's the
Yeah.
yeah, I just hate it when, you can't see the sun.
I do miss the snow, though, a little bit, because it gets really hot here around July, August, just too hot. You can't even go outside.
Yeah,
That's like our off-season here.
yeah, yeah, kinda same in, Tennessee, but we don't have no damn ocean to fall back on. We just get
Right.
humid ass weather, yeah. So, if a high school kid approached you and talked about, hey, what he or she wanted to join the military, what kind of words of encouragement would you give that young person?
I would say just prepare mentally, emotionally, and physically, and I think you'll be a step ahead, and just stay out of trouble. Know what you want to do. Don't just go and not have a plan. 'Cause I think a lot of people just go in, get a job, and don't really have a plan when they get out. So have like a structured plan.
Yeah, for sure. I did the exact opposite. I went in as, unrated, and I was just like, I just wanted to go, and, I mean, it worked out well for me, I got lucky, but, a lot of people are
Mhm.
not lucky. Last thing you wanna do is just be stuck somewhere chipping paint.
Hey, you'd be surprised, that might be a better job now since AI's taken over everything,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
See?
I ended up being a yeoman for the, air boss on an aircraft carrier, so I had it pretty good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but when I showed up to I got my orders to, USS Carl Vinson, and again, I didn't have a job, I wasn't designated. They just said, "Here, go here," and, so I showed up, and, as the, LPO showed up and, was bringing all the newbies on the ship, he asked the group, "Can anybody type?" I raised my hand, I was like, "Yeah, I can type," 'cause I'd like 4 years of high school at type, I could probably type like 60, 70 words per minute. And,
Right.
so he sat me in front of a typewriter, said, "Here, type this out." And I knocked it out, and he goes, "Perfect, you're yeoman, come with me." That's how I got my job.
Yeah.
But, the air boss was a captain, so a captain in the Navy, he pretty much walks on water, and so I I had a I had a very, very posh job and got to know everybody on the all the people you wanna know on the ship. The main 2 people you wanna meet on the make friends with on a ship is the cook and the supply guy, and if you have the cook and the supply guy in your back pocket, you could pretty much wheel and deal anything.
Yeah, that's sounds about right. Definitely, like, food for me.
Yeah, yeah. So, on Friday night when we were deployed, I would, show up to my berthing area with all the
Mhm.
guys, and I would have, like, a big ass large pizza, and they'd be like, "How the hell did you get that?"
Yeah, I have kind of similar story. They would need me to do the chow runs because I'm a woman, and they're like, "You just seem to get all the good stuff," and I'm like, "Fine." I come back with like buffet style, different foods that no one's ever seen for months. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, fun.
When you were in Ramadi, did you have to live off of, MREs?
No, but we did have them when we do deployments, not deployments. Sorry, like convoying out
Yeah.
into different areas, just to give us, you know, the usual, the muffins, Pop-Tart, Bit, Gatorade, and then the M&Ms, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I was fortunate about, I had a hot meal every single night and a nice bunk to sleep in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I saw how you Marines like to lay in the dirt and shit, like, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the greatest accommodations, that's for sure. After seeing what the Air Force has, I always say, "Man, I joined the wrong branch."
Yeah, the Air Force had it easy, but that's why they're so easy to pick on.
Mhm.
I like, if I always make fun of everybody that's was an Air Force vet. Hell with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's not even a you're not even a veteran, man.
Right.
5-star combinations.
Yep.
He had maids and shit, man. What the hell's that?
Yeah. The nice barracks, the non-molded barracks, the five-star meals.
High-speed internet, computers. Yeah. I mean, I can't complain, but, I had a bunk, but, we didn't have internet or none of that stuff they had.
Yeah.
We had mid-rats.
Yeah, we had that too. We had so when I was based in Ramadi, we did have mid-rats because I would work nights sometimes. But I remember
Yeah.
those were fun, the mid-rats.
Yeah, I think the mid-rats for us was always the better meal of the, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For s I don't
Mhm.
know what it was kinda like, all the leftovers or something, I don't know, it just hit different.
Yeah. Yep. And just sometimes they had I can't remember. I wanna say Iraqi food that we would eat late at night,
Yeah.
but
Alright, at the end of 45 minutes, I usually give my guests time to talk about what they got going on in life, but, before I do that, I just have one last question. What's your, best memory in the Marine Corps? It could be boot camp or, like, deployed or not deployed. What's your favorite memory?
I
I
wanna
wanna
say
say
when
when
I
I
was
was
my
my
first
first
duty
duty
station,
station,
getting
getting
out
out
of
of
boot
boot
camp
camp
and
and
MOS
MOS
and
and
all
all
that,
that,
that
that
was
was
my
my
best
best
time,
time,
I
I
think,
think.
because
'Cause
I,
I
was
was
done
done
all
all
the
the
training.
training,
I
I
actually
actually
got
got
to
to
meet
meet
people
people
and
and
hang
hang
out,
out,
be
be
myself
myself
again a
again a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Oh, yeah. One other question. When you got your EGA, did you get emotional?
I'm
I'm
not
not
really
really
an
an
emotional
emotional
person,
person,
so
so
I
I
didn't.
didn't.
I
I
was,
was,
like,
like,
happy,
happy,
but I
but I
wasn't.
wasn't.
All
All
the
the
other
other
girls
girls
were
were
crying,
crying.
and I
I
just
just
honestly,
honestly,
I
I thought
thought boot
boot
camp
camp
was
was
hard,
hard,
but
but
I
I
thought
thought
the
the
physical
physical
part
part
was
it
it was
was
easy
easy
for
for
me.
me.
Yeah.
I
I
just
just
had
had
this
this
strength
strength
about
about
me
me
that
that
I've
I've
always
always
had.
had.
So I was
So I was
always
always
able
able
to,
to
like,
like
persevere
persevere
through
through
heights,
heights,
carrying
carrying
weight.
weight.
It
It
just
just
wasn't
wasn't
hard
hard
for
for
me.
me.
Yeah. Boot camp was easy for me too because I was a runner, but
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
I
a
was a
runner
runner
too,
too,
and
and
that
that
helped a
helped a
lot
lot
too.
too.
yeah, the Navy boot camp is not even close to what you guys went through, so I'm not really comparing myself with
Yeah,
boot
the
Yeah, the
camp.
crucible
crucible
was
was
hard,
hard,
but
but
it
it
was
was
because
because
somebody
somebody
stole
stole
my
my
MRE,
MRE,
so
so
I
I
was
was
starving the
starving the
whole
whole
time. I
time. I
never
never
got
got
to
to
eat.
eat.
I was
I was
just
just
drinking
drinking
Gatorade
Gatorade
and
and
water
water
the
Man,
the
whole
whole
time.
time.
what a dick.
Yep,
Yep,
these
these
people
people
can't
can't
handle
handle
3
3
days
days
without
without
food.
food.
Yeah. How long was the crucible?
I'm like,
Like,
"How
how
many
many
days?"
days?
Like, start to finish?
From what
From
I
what I
remember,
remember,
I
I
think it
think
was,
it was
like,
like
3
3
or
or
4
4
days,
days,
50
50
miles.
miles.
and then a bunch of different strenuous activities throughout.
Yeah.
And then you're basically carrying the pack, the heavy pack, and yeah,
So
it's probably different now.
after that, that's when you got your EGA after that?
Yeah, so they take you for what they call the Warriors Breakfast, and everybody stuffs their face, and then they all puke it all up.
Good times. That's awesome. So, all right. So, last few minutes here. Tell
Mhm.
us what you got going on these days. I know that you're on TikTok. Do you have any other social media that you want to pimp out to us?
So we started that TikTok, my business partner and I, because we're actually developing an app. It's called Stress Rant. It's like a mental health social media app based on like stressing trenders. So we have a website right now. You can subscribe. It's stressrant.com, and it shows a little bit more detail of what the app's about, what special features that we're implementing. But it's just a mess. Sorry, I'm over talking.
Yeah, you're good. What do you spell that website out?
Yes, stress rant. Like you're stressed. STRESSRANT.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. Stress rant.
We're supposed to launch in a few weeks, but with apps, there's a lot of technical issues that come into play that we have to fix first. So
Yeah.
we've been really trying to grow our social media to get a following. So when we do launch, people can start using the app.
Yeah. So, this is a phone app.
Yes.
Is there a cost to it?
There's no cost to it, but we do have premium features like reporting for health meter tracker that you'll see if you open up the website. You're able to log your mood and how you're feeling that day, and it shows up on your profile.
Yeah. So it's kind of like journaling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Who's doing the programming for you?
So we have an outside source programming, but we did all of the, graphical user interface drawings and all the pseudocode for them to code for us. Because that would take way too much time.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Are you going to be focused on veterans or just everybody in general?
So we do have a military group, but we're focused on everybody, which is nice. So if you want to go to that military category, you can click on it and then see what people are feeling in the military category. And the most talked about conversation will be at the top, which is what's kind of you. It's kind of like Reddit, but we have like a track meter with your, how you're feeling that day
Yeah.
or hour.
The idea was this. How'd you come up with this concept?
So my business partner and I were always trying to come up with different ideas, and we were like really stressed out, and we just came up with it on the fly because we're both working in IT. So we're both trying to come up with ideas, develop new apps.
Yeah.
So
What type of IT do you do? Like programming?
so I work in the DevOps field right now. If that's something you understand.
So, yeah, ironically,
Okay.
I'm in the IT field also.
Cool. Okay.
I'm
We
a
should talk about that more. Just kidding.
yeah, I've been in IT for about 30 years now.
Okay.
I do like hands-on stuff, phone systems, networks, camera systems. I mean, I work for a billion-dollar company it's a manufacturing company that has manufactured car parts. So we have facilities all across the country, basically. So I'm the IT guy in Tennessee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm originally from Detroit. And so I started in Detroit and my company transferred me to Tennessee. They're like, hey, you want to move to Nashville? And my wife and I were like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, we kind of use our technical background to develop this, and we just also want a way to help people and the communities,
Yeah.
like community-based help.
Yeah, for sure, I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah. How'd you go from being like a MP to IT?
Great question. So I actually wanted to be a cop when I got out, and then I saw how much money they made, and I was like, "I can't survive off this salary." And then getting a taste of reality deploying, I'm like, "I don't know if I could do this. I don't wanna do it, like, it's stressful." And then I saw, like, forensics, computer forensics, so I did that for my college degree, and then I got into the IT aspect there, and then I switched over to basic computer information systems, and then I ended up doing systems first, and then I switched to kind of more DevOps, and then just doing things on the side, like programming. You learn so much in IT.
Yeah,
There's so much to learn.
correct, yep. Yeah, I'm not a programmer, man, that shit confuses the shit out of me, but,
Yeah.
I'm not a math person either, so but I love
Mhm.
doing, like, the hardware stuff and networks and, you know. My least favorite thing, though, is cabling. I hate pulling cable, so I always outsource that.
Yeah.
Hire a vendor for that crap. But, after I got out of the Navy, I was bouncing around to, like, manufacturing jobs, and I ended up at this one place called Troy Design and Manufacturing. It was a stamping facility, and there's this one it was 2,000, ton press that stamped out
Mhm.
car parts, and they were trying to hook a computer to it so it could measure the tonnage on all 4 corners, and they couldn't
Mhm.
figure it out. And I was a die setter at the time, and I was like, computers just come second nature to me, right? Some
Right.
people have it, some people don't. So I was like,
Mhm.
"Hey, you want me to try?" You know, uh, I know a little bit about computers. Within 15 minutes, I had that thing, measuring all 4 corners, and it was running, and everybody was, like, amazed, like, "Oh my god, how'd you do that?" Well,
Yeah.
so every time they wanted to bring that computer out to measure again, they would call me over there and I'd hook it up. Well, the word got out to the owner of the company, and he called me up to his office one day, and I was like, "Oh shit, man,
Mhm.
what did I do? Am I in trouble?" And, he was like, "Hey, Richard, I understand that, you're pretty good with that computer out there on the press." And I was like, and he thanked me for helping out. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it's my pleasure. No worries." And he says, and this was kinda like just at the beginning of networks, this is 30 years ago. He's like, "I'm gonna network all my buildings together. Would you like to move over to the IT team?" And I was like, I'm not that knowledgeable." And I was kinda apprehensive, right?
Right.
And finally, I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a try." So not only he moved me into the IT team, he let me go to school while I was on the clock. I would show up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, I would leave and go to school on the clock, and at noon, I'd come back and finish out my day. And so not only did he
Mhm.
pay me while I went to school, he paid for my school.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I got into IT, yeah, and that was
Yeah.
30 years ago, and I love it. I love IT work.
There's always new things to learn, right? It's
It
always
changes.
challenging.
Yeah, it changes so rapidly.
Mhm.
Now that, I'm gonna be 60, I'm looking at retirement. What I wanna do is I wanna run my nonprofit full time.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I love, helping people out and, sending somebody to an event that, they would never spend $1,000 on, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing I ask, there's only 2 things I ask. First of all, you have to prove that you're a veteran or a first responder, and then second of all, the only thing I
Mhm.
ask is that you don't sell your tickets. Like, if you sell your tickets, you'll be blackballed. I'll never invite you back. And 2 is, shoot me pictures of you and your guests at the game, because I just love getting these pictures back. Veteran with a big old smile on their face.
Yeah.
As soon as like the tickets that I have are the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans.
That's Daryl's favorite team, Detroit.
It is?
Yeah.
Hey,
He's from Michigan.
for
Mhm.
real?
Yep. It's funny.
Would he be interested in going to a Lions game?
Oh, yeah.
I
Sure.
Next year. Hey, so keep in touch. Like, my tickets are amazing. When people show up for my tickets, I always tell them, like, "Hey, when you show up to these seats, man, you're gonna shit your pants."
Oh. He
It's
would
like
love that.
it is, like, right down in front, like and it's in the end zone, so whenever there's like, a touchdown,
Mhm.
whatever, it's, like, right there in your face, like, you so close you can see these dudes sweating.
Oh, yeah, that would be something he'd want there for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So my entire room is, Honolulu blue and silver.
Mhm.
I think I'll have the only lion's den in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but I was rooting for them.
Yeah.
I'm actually a Ravens fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ravens, that's another team that's very good, but for some
This
reason
year
can't win.
weird.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were just gonna run the table this year, and,
Mhm.
like, first of all, you have Lamar and Derrick Henry. Like, how are you gonna
Yeah.
beat those 2? You can't. And then it just didn't work out. I don't know what the hell happened.
Just coaching and everything, all different factors.
Yeah, it was
It's a
bizarre.
shame.
As a matter of fact, fun fact again, my surgeon is a big Baltimore Ravens fan. He's from Baltimore,
Mhm.
and, so just before the Ravens and the Lions played this year, so just before the game, I had one of my checkups, one of my 3 months checkups to see if the cancer came back or not, and I was wearing my Lions gear, and he's like, "Oh, man, you're a Lions fan. I'm a Ravens fan," and so
Oh, yeah.
we were talking shit back and forth to each other. I don't wanna talk too
That game that we lost, I was so mad. And he's like all happy.
Yeah, 'cause they're
That's the one team I was like, "Come on, we have to beat them."
I didn't wanna talk too much shit to my surgeon because I mean, he did just save my life, so I gave him a little bit of slack.
Right. Smart.
Alright, so, hey, we've been rambling for an hour already, so
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good, man. I like it when it goes to an hour, and like, the conversations always veer off, like, I don't like just talking about military, I like
Mhm.
hearing about the person themselves and what makes them tick and everything. I love that. So, yeah. Is there anything else that you want to say before we hang out? Because I mean, I don't want to scare you. This is going to go out to like 68 countries and like 800 cities across the globe. Like that's my following's pretty large.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it gets out.
Okay.
It gets out there.
I mean, I hope I said all the right things.
Yeah, yeah, and, check out her app. Go to her website. I'll put the website and everything in the description when I send it out. So
Yeah, definitely.
hopefully we can get some people out there to check you out.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, check out her, TikTok. She's the most adorable Marine you'll ever see on TikTok.
And also the craziest.
The crazy
Just kidding.
I've met some crazy ass Marines in my life.
Yeah.
Alright, before we sign off, I just want to say thank you for coming on and telling your story. I really appreciate it. And,
Thank you.
also, thank you for your service, man. I love veterans and, people that anybody that, would take their life for 4 years, put it on hold, and go and do something remarkable, always has a soft spot in my side, right? So I really appreciate you. Alright, thanks for
Thank you
tuning
so
in.
much.
Yes, stick
I
around
hope
for
we talk again.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna yeah, let's stay in touch because I would love to send you and your husband to a Detroit Lions game.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah, and they're great seats. Uh,
Yes.
it won't be the Ravens because they just played last year or this past year,
Right. Darn.
but that would be cool.
Yes.
All
We
right,
love that.
stick
It'll
around for
boost his morale.
yeah, I mean, that's the goal, man, and, like I said, these tickets are amazing, and the city of Detroit is awesome. I love my city, even though I don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
People are always like, "Ew, Detroit, that's" I mean, now you have no idea. This downtown city is amazing.
Yeah. Sure.
Great restaurants.
That's what I like, the food.
Detroit's got a great food scene, and, it's really cool because all 4 major, sporting teams are all in the same area. The football stadium is right here, and the baseball
Mhm.
stadium's right across the street, and the hockey and the basketball arena is, right down the street. That's all in walking distance. It's awesome. They did a phenomenal
Yeah.
job with Detroit.
Yeah, I can't wait to visit.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, this year, yeah, your tickets are 100% paid for.
Yay.
I could probably even hook you up with the hotel too, so we'll hook you guys up.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Yes, I will, I just got I'll send you some information and, just keep in touch. I'll send you some stuff via the email.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Alright, stick around for a second while I hit stop because I wanna make sure both recordings upload, and, everybody that's listening, thank you. See you guys next week.
Thank you.
Yes.